Not so many games today, but regardless, I was able to find six sharp player props on this platform called Parlay Play. So, in these videos, I've explained before, I'm just showing you where I'm getting an edge, where I'm finding value, how I'm making money. And Parlay Play is a platform I signed up for just a few months ago. It's a new sports book. And I've already been able to make $2,216 on Parlay Play, run up the profit a bit. So I found a few really good player props for today. So let's just dive into them. So my first pick is right here. It's from the sportsbook screen. Right? So what this tool does is it just gives you a complete layout view of a specific market. So we're looking at NBA rebounds plus assists, but you can switch to any market you want. And basically the way I use this tool, and I zoomed in the wrong way, is you look for value, right? You want to look for discrepancies. So I'll give you an example. Tyrese Maxey. His line is 7 on Parlay Play. You look at Underdog Fantasy, you look at Prize Picks, they have his line at 7.5 rebounds plus assists. All of the sports books, let's go back. All of the sports books have his line at 7.5 rebounds plus assists as well. And you can kind of scroll around to see every sports book. You can select whatever books you want to look at. But long story short, for Aaron Gordon, early bets for Lakers Nuggets, all the books have his line at 8.5 rebounds plus assists. For AD, it's 15.5. So long story short, there's no value in the market. You don't want to touch any of these plays. As a sharp bettor, you're like a savvy investor, right? You're hunting through the market, looking for an edge, looking for underpriced assets. And in this case, it's bets, right? We're sports betting. So here, it's pretty clear that, hey, Parlay Play's at 7. The other fantasy sites like Underdog Fantasy are at 7.5. So Parlay Play, they're too low. We want to take the over. So that's the first pick that I went with for today. Then very briefly, because I think it's so important to understand if you want to make money on these platforms, is just like the way these platforms work, right? So many people, they sign up for Prize Picks, Parlay Play, Underdog. They don't understand the math behind these platforms. And you're not going to make money sports betting if you don't understand how the platforms work, how they're trying to make money off you. So basically what you can do is you can take these payouts on Parlay Play. So Parlay Play is just like Underdog Fantasy. It's what I call a fixed payout platform. So any 6 picks you select, it doesn't matter if you take unders or overs, as you're going to see here, MMA picks, golf picks, whatever, right? If you go 6 for 6, you get a 25x payout, 5 for 6, 2.5x, 4 for 6, 0.5x. So what you can do is you can essentially take these payouts and back out. It's the same payout structure for any 6 picks you select. So you can take this little payout structure on Parlay Play and just determine what percentage of my picks do I have to win to be profitable. And what you're going to see is it's 53.22%, right? So the way Parlay Play makes money is if you have no advantage, right? If you have no edge, then you're going to win 50% of your over-unders. You're going to lose 50% of your over-unders, right? If you have no edge or no advantage, you're going to be 50-50 to get this over-under, this MMA prop correctly, right? You're going to be 50-50 to get it right or wrong. But on Parlay Play, you need an edge, right? You got to win 53.22% of your picks to be profitable. So typically the tool I start out on to find picks winning over 53.22% of the time. And this tool, again, it works for, Prize Picks. It works for Underdog Fantasy. But again, sometimes there's more value on Prize Picks. Sometimes there's more value on No House Advantage. There's a bunch of different fantasy platforms. So Jock Market, this platform called Jock Market, I'm not sure if you can see the logo very well, but there's a ton of profitable bets on this platform. I've been trying to deposit money. They're just literally not letting me deposit money. So it's a little frustrating, but there are a ton of profitable bets all over this platform. So I got to try again. You can see there's a lot of value on Jock Market. And as a sharp bettor, you never know where the value is going to be. Sometimes there's a bunch of plays on Parlay Play, right? Other times it's Jock Market. So, having as many of these sports books as possible is beneficial. But anyways, let's go back here. So we know on Parlay Play, right? We know how their payouts work, and we know we have to win 53.22% of our picks to be profitable. We got to be able to win these over-unders correctly over 53.22% of the time. So what the fantasy screen does, or this little fantasy optimizer, is essentially it just shows you all of the plays in green are winning above 53.22% of the time. Pretty simple, right? There's nothing complicated about Parlay Play. It's a fixed payout platform. There's only one thing and only one way to beat them. win over 53.22% of your picks. It's that simple, right? People add in all this BS about sports, about all this random stuff. This is their payouts. This is the percentage of player props you have to win to be profitable. This isn't about sports. This is literally just about reverse engineering how their payouts work and how they're trying to make money off you. So what you're going to see is Hayden Wesneski, no idea who this guy is. I don't care, right? Because everything is based in the data. You don't have to know anything about the MLB to make money betting on the MLB. I don't know anything about this guy. But what you're going to see is every sports book, right? Everything is baked into the market. You know, you watch every baseball game, you've been watching this guy pitch for the last 2 years, it's baked into the market. The sports books know more than you, they have better data feeds than you, and it's based on the market, supply and demand, right? You don't have to know anything about Facebook to know what the company is worth because it trades in a market. You look up the price of Facebook, you see what the company is worth, $500 billion, whatever it is. That's determined based off supply and demand of the market. And it's same thing here. So what you're going to see is for Wesneski, this play is winning over 53.22% of the time, so it's highlighted in green on OddsJam. You don't want to take these picks in red, right? They're not winning enough to be profitable on parlay play. And the reason this play is so profitable, the reason this play is winning over 53.22% of the time is all of the sports books. Literally every single one, FanDuel, Caesars, DraftKings, they all have his under heavily favored, right? So parlay play is a platform where they're not changing your payout based on you selecting over versus under, right? Your payout's not changing if you select over versus under. So this is exactly what we want, right? We want to find spots where sports books have an under or an over. In this case, it's an under in MLB strikeouts market, heavily favored, right? So we want to take his under 4.5 strikeouts because this is a player prop winning over 53.22% of the time, and that's all there is to beating parlay play. So the fantasy optimizer just uses these sportsbook odds to show you, tell you player prop bets that are winning over 53.22% of the time. And this is the first really good prop to go with. So what I ended up going with, long story short, and again, get as many sportsbooks as possible. Like there's 194 bucks on OddsJam. Some of them may be not available in your location. Some may be available in your location. I'm not sure, right? Every state, every country has different sports books. So if you're in Canada, you may use Bet365. I don't have Bet365 available to me. So maybe there's really profitable bets on, look at this. TonyBet, right? TonyBet is another Canadian sports book. I don't have access to this, but there's tons of profitable bets on it. So the more sports books you have, you never know which book is going to slip up, the more profitable betting opportunities. So the 6 picks I went with are Hayden under 4.5 Ks, Maxey over 7 rebounds plus assists, Zach Gallen over 4.5 hits allowed, Harden under 9 assists, Brogdon under 22.5 PRAs, Urias over 5 strikeouts. Okay, so 6 picks to turn 20 bucks into 500. Small play, but parlay play has very low betting limits, and this is what I went with. So hopefully this video was helpful, and let's make some money.